And Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center. So let's chat. What's the tea? We're talking all things business today, but specifically, we're talking about beneficial ownership information reporting. I'm thinking, what? So I get an email saying that I need to report my information. Now, I know in the district that it was a requirement for me to get my business license. And when I filled out the information to get my business license, when I got to that particular portion, it just asked me, do I have 100%? Am I the 100% owner of my business? I said yes. Asked a few little questions and off I went. Do I run the business daily or is there somebody else involved? That kind of thing. And filled it out, got my license, and went on about my life. Well, now I get an email saying, hey, you need to fill out your beneficial ownership information. Then the flood of calls start coming in. Hey, do you know what this is? Do we have to do it? What's the requirement? So here I am to talk about the beneficial ownership information. So, what is it? What is beneficial ownership information? Beneficial ownership information refers to identifying information about the individuals who directly or indirectly own or control a company. So, why do they want to know this information? Who is FINCEN, FinCEN, who's tracking this information, and why do they want it? So the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, tracks beneficial ownership information to prevent money laundering, terrorist financing, and other illicit activities by identifying the individuals who ultimately own or control companies, thus exposing hidden ownership structures that could be used for criminal purposes. This is primarily achieved through the Corporate Transparency Act, CTA, which mandates reporting of beneficial owner details to FinCEN by eligible companies. Well, that's a mouthful. Let me take a sip of this tea. So that's a little background as why they track it, to make sure you're who you say you are. So, why do companies have to report beneficial ownership information to the Department of Treasury? So, in 2021, Congress passed the Corporate Transparency Act, CTA, on a bipartisan basis. This law creates a new beneficial ownership information reporting requirement as part of the U.S. government's effort to make it harder for bad actors to hide or benefit from ill-gotten gains through shell companies or other opaque ownership structures. So again, they're highlighting bad actors, but you notice that Treasury is getting involved. So that says to me that they want to make sure money is going, flowing, and moving in the way that it should. I'm not going to say there's a lot of money laundering going on because I don't know. I don't participate in it. But for them to create this Corporate Transparency Act, they didn't just do this on a whim. So there were some things going on behind the scene that maybe we just weren't aware of. And if you have nothing to hide, then just report your information. So, when do you need to report your company's beneficial ownership information to FinCEN? So, I'm going to just tell you this and skip all of the information that I would be reading to you. You need to report it by January 1st, 2025. So that says to me, and I'm telling you about mid-December, put it on your calendar and just do it and be done with it. You don't know if there's going to be any glitches in the system. You don't know if there's going to be a problem. You don't know if you're going to be out of the country or traveling or living your best life and the date slips by. So I'm saying to you, between now and December 15th, just get it done. So, how do people know about it? How did I find out about it? Well, FinCEN has been engaged in a robust outreach and education campaign to raise awareness and help reporting companies understand the new reporting requirements. In fact, just before I sat down to tape this video, there was a commercial about it. Thank you, Universe, for the reminder. So the campaign involves virtual and in-person outreach events, comprehensive guidance in a variety of formats and languages, because they want to get the word out to everybody so that you have no excuse to say why you didn't submit your report. Next question I've received is, should I do it now? Yes, do it now. Do it now. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, do it now. And where do you file? So I will put the link in the description so that you can just click on it and do your report. So make sure you share it with your other friends and fellow entrepreneurs to make sure it gets done. You have to be a registered business to do this requirement. So it's not for those of us who have just stood up a business without going through our state and local municipalities. But what I'm going to say to you about that as well, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to run a business, get your business license, register your business, do the paperwork that is required. And I say this to you because if you want to reap benefits, grants, funding, contracting opportunities, you're going to need to be a legally registered business, and that's going to require you doing some paperwork. But that's why I'm here. That's why we're here, this back team here. The Business Vision and Development Center is here to walk you through those processes. They can be daunting. You're not alone. We are here to help. All you have to do is go to www.thebvdcenter.org, click Started, have a chat with me, and we will get you registered and look for opportunities to help you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the other side. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.